All right, shalom, shalom. Before I get started, I'd like to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakwadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, peace and safety to the elect men, women, children, all over the four corners of the earth. Shalom, shalom. This is Malachi, the 3rd chapter, and verse 1. It says, "Behold, I will send my messenger, and he shall prepare the way before me, and the Lord whom ye seek shall suddenly come to his temple, even the messenger of the covenant whom ye delight in. Behold, he shall come, said the Lord of hosts, Yahweh Shema Shai. But who may abide the day of his coming?" So Yahweh Shema Shai is coming, right? And who may abide the day of his coming? Remember, it's going to be a terrible day when Yahweh Shema Shai come. So who's going to be able to abide that? Who's going to be able to make it and be delivered when Yahweh Shema Shai come? You know? Because if you don't have, if Yahweh Shema Shai doesn't have mercy upon you, if he don't have that mercy upon you, you're not going to make it then. If you don't have the Spirit of the Lord, okay, then you're not going to make it. And you can't say, well, I have the Spirit in me, because whatever's in you is going to come out. So if you ain't putting out righteousness, then how can you say that it's in you then? Because whatever's in you going to come out. You know, sooner or later it's going to come out. Okay? So, but if nothing but wickedness is coming out, then you can't say that, oh, well, I have the righteousness of the Lord, you know, and I'm good. No, you have to prove all things. It says, but who may abide the day of his coming, and who shall stand when he appeareth? For he is like a refiner's fire, and like fuller's soap. He shall sit as a refiner and purify of silver, and he shall purify the sons of Levi, and purge them as gold and silver, that they may offer unto the Lord an offering in righteousness. And that's mercy right there from Yahweh Shema Shai, because he's the one that made it possible that we're even able to do what? Offer up a spiritual sacrifice now. Okay? We're not offering up, we're not sacrificing, you know, the animals. We're doing what? We're putting in a spiritual sacrifice. Okay? We're worshiping our true power. But who made that possible? Yahweh Shema Shai did. Okay? Yahweh Shai made that possible for us to even do that. All right, so the Lord, we're a nation of kings and priests, right? So the Lord has made it to where we're able to go to Yahweh Shema Shai, okay? And do what? Ask for that mercy, ask for the faith, ask for the things we need in the spirit in order to make it when that day do come, okay? Because you trust me, you will need Yahweh Shema Shai in order to make it. We're talking about a terrible day. He's coming with fire, okay? And the Lord is the one that's going to do what? Well, he's already doing it. He's the one that's going to cleanse and refine, okay, the elect of his chosen people. See? He's the one that's going to is doing that. He's refining, okay, the righteous of his people. Okay? Remember, you must be tried, okay? We must be tried. We must go through the fire. And then Yahweh Shema shall bring us out of the fire. Then guess what? Now we truly have made it. We truly have proved. But we don't know until that day comes. So until that day happens, we must do what? Continue to worship our true power, Yahweh, while Yahweh Shai. Have faith in Yahweh, while Yahweh Shai. Pray for Yahweh Shema Shai to give mercy unto you and your family, okay? Push the word. Continue to warn the people. See? Because the Lord put us in time out for a particular amount of time, right? Meaning he took us through the slavery that we've went through. He took us through our low points, okay, in order to do what? Bring us back up again. But who said that it was going to be, on our timing? No, it's the Lord's timing. He allowed us to go through the physical slavery. Now we're up on the Esau and just going through the spirit, the mental part of it now. Where Esau is keeping you mentally bound. Not to mention the things that he's trying to do to the Lord's people. Okay? He's trying to do what? Take your soul. He's trying to make it impossible for you to receive salvation from Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. How? With his devices. With that device, He's trying to make you not able to receive salvation by presenting that device to you so that you cannot receive salvation. Let me see. It said, verse 4, it says, then shall the offering of Judah and Jerusalem be pleasant unto the Lord as in the days of old and as in the former years. Right. See, we're trying to get to the kingdom so that we can get off of punishment, so we can be back on the back in good with our power. Okay, we want to be in right with Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. We want to be in the good side of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. But it's going to take us to do what? Receive that mercy from the Lord, and then when the Lord deliver his elect, then that's it. Okay, we just got to keep pushing until that day, and pray and pray and pray that the Lord have mercy upon us so that we can make it, because the scripture say, who can abide that day? You see that, just like when Ezra saw the destruction, he said, woe is me, when he saw the missiles and that fire and Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua destroying this place. See? And we in that same spirit. So we like, man, it's going to take the Lord to deliver us. And we're praying for that mercy. But we know that it must happen. Right? We can't skip that part. Guess what? The ones that kick the salvation of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, the ones that keep that don't give in to the device of Esau, those are the one that's going to make it. Okay, it says, and I will come near to you to judgment, and I will be a swift witness against the sorcerers, and against the adulterers, and against false swearers, and against those that oppress the hireling in his wages. You can't tell me that we're not getting oppressed in them wages. It says the widow and the fatherless, and that turn aside the stranger from his right. And fear not me, said the Lord of hosts. For I am the Lord, I change not. See that? The Lord don't change, right? If you decide to say, you know what, I'm going to just do wickedness to the Lord's people. I'm going to just do wickedness. I'm not going to get with the program of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Then guess what? You're going to have to receive that judgment then. Okay? Esau going to have to receive the judgment. This Esau, the so-called white man, he have to receive, and he's going to receive a double portion of it. Okay? Because for what? All the wickedness that he's done to the Lord's people. But guess what? Oh, and that's who the Lord have indignation against forever. That's who. Let me read this right here, then I'll touch. It says, for I am the Lord, I change not. Therefore, ye sons of Jacob are not consumed. See? So that proves that it was just a certain amount of time frame that we was going to have to go through these different captivities and slavery, right? Now, saying in Malachi, the first chapter, because I mentioned Esau is the only one. Yeah, verse 4. He's the only one that's the Lord gonna have an indignation against forever. So this is Malachi 1 and 4. It says, whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, right? They're low people, but we will return and build the desolate places. It says, thus said the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord had indignation forever. See that? Indignation forever. You see that? These are the words of Yahweh Shema Shah. That's why they don't want to accept who they really are in the scriptures. But guess what? They don't have to. Hey, whether they accept it or not, the word of the Lord is still going. The prophecy of Yahweh Shema Shah is still going to come to pass. He's going to destroy them. Okay? He's going to destroy this place that they've built up. Okay? But guess what? You sons of Jacob, it says you're not consumed though. Okay? We're the ones that's not consumed. Right? Like I said, it was just what? A particular time frame. Now, the Lord say change not. So this is Matthew, the first chapter, verse 21 is the point. Straight. It says, and she shall bring forth a son, and they shall call his name Yahushua, for he shall save his people from their sin. See that? So the Lord said, he changed not, right? The Lord's not changing from saving his people. And who is the Lord's chosen people? You so-called blacks, Latino, Native American, man. It's Israelites that look like these heathen nations, but they're not a heathen. They're Israelite. They just look like these other nations. That Lord gonna deliver them too. It's Israelites that gonna look like his so-called, like the so-called white man. Israelites are gonna look like so-called Chinese. Israelites that's gonna look like the so-called Africans. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? They're gonna be Israelites though. So Yahweh Shema Shah said he gonna save his people from their sins. Remember, the word was given to the Lord's chosen people. It was only given unto Israel. He said, I have not dealt so with you other nations. Okay? That's what Psalms 147, you know, and 19. But I'm not gonna read it, but you know, so let's go back to no, let's hit Jeremiah. Yeah, Jeremiah. Let's hit Jeremiah 16. Hit one more. This is Jeremiah 16 and 15. It says, but the Lord liveth, see, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north. Okay? And the Lord that brought us up from where? America. It says, and from all the lands whether he have driven them. Remember, we were scattered. We were scattered all over the place. But the Lord is going to bring us up, though. See that? And here in America and all over the world, we're going to be delivered. Okay? Remember, James 1 and 1, it says to the... Let me get it. He said that scattered abroad. Okay? And why would James write the letter? Okay? And pose it like that? Or why would he write it like that? Because he knew that we were scattered, man. Because we were. How were we scattered? We were scattered through the slavery, through the slave trade. Okay, you know, we were sent all over the world. The Edomites sent us all over the world. James 1 and 1. It says, James, a servant of Yahweh Shema Shah and of the Lord Yahweh Shah. It says, to the 12 tribes, to all 12 tribes of Israel, right? Which are scattered abroad. Greeting, which are scattered. So James knew that we were scattered, okay? A lot of men knew that we were scattered, okay? You look at it now, it's like, well, how were we? You know, it only makes sense You know, when they started shipping us in the masses that we was scattered, man. And then you know Jake gonna do what? Mingle and reproduce. The men, the seed never dies. So that man reproducing with these other women in these other nations, you know. But guess what? That child coming out still being an Israelite. You know. That's how you end up getting the other Israelite that look like other nations. After generation and generation. Okay, take a Esau and I mean, you take an Israelite with a so-called white woman. They have a child. Then that son, he end up having a son by another white woman. And before you know it, they looking like they just, you know, so-called, you know, white people, but they're not. Spirit still go back to being an Israelite, but Yahweh Shema where the reapers is gonna sort all that out. They're gonna sift the house of Israel, man. You know, and all that good flour that when you sifting flour, okay, all that good flour or that good meal, you know, which that represents the elect, they gonna fall through. Okay, they're gonna fall through into that to the bowl to where you can reuse that. That's the good. And everything else, you just dump that in the trash. The lumps, you dump that in the trash and throw that on out and send it to the landfill. Okay? Well, Yahweh Shema Shah gonna burn up the 2/3 and these heathen nations. Okay? He gonna destroy them, you know? But guess what? The righteous is gonna be delivered. Okay? It says, and from the land whether he had driven them, and I will bring them again until their land that I have given unto their fathers. Right. So Yahweh Shema Shai is going to deliver his chosen people. It was only for a particular time framing that we would have to go through the things that we went through, man. And Yahweh Shema Shai, you read Deuteronomy 28 chapter, okay, and you can see, we go straight to the last verse, and you see how we was delivered. We was brought over in these slave ships, okay, you know, and to the Americas, and then, you know, bam, the Lord he made a way to where we didn't have to go through that physically no more. But guess what? We're still up under the hand of our oppressors, because the only somebody that's going to deliver us, then where we're not under that righteous vibration, is when Yahweh Shai come. See, we want to be up under Yahweh Shai. We want to be up under Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Right? So this is but this is Baruch, last scripture. Let's see, Baruch 4 and 6. I start at verse 4 though. 6 is the point. It says, O Israel, happy are we, for things that are pleasing to Yahweh Shema Shai are made known unto us. That's right. Things that are pleasing to the Lord is made known unto us. Good one is he shows his secrets unto his servants, the prophets. Okay. It says, be of good cheer, my people. It said, the memorial of Israel. Ye were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because ye moved Yahweh Shema Shai to wrath. It says, ye were delivered unto your enemies. See that? Yep. So it was because we moved Yahweh Shema Shai to wrath. It's why this even happened. See, this is, like I said, this is not our story. This is the story of Yahweh Shema Shai. Okay? We moved the Lord to wrath, but then what? The Lord had to bring us and put us in time out to get us to do what? Refocus and come back to worshiping our true power. Now let's go back over to the second chapter of Baruch in verse 30. It says, For I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people. But in the land of their captivities, they shall remember themselves. See that? So in the land of our captivities, we was going to wake up. See, the Lord was going to breathe that spirit up on us, and we was going to do what? Start following it, Yahweh Shema Shai, worshiping Yahweh Shema Shai, teaching Yahweh Shema Shai, walking after our true power. You see? It's the greatest story ever. Okay? It says, and shall know that I am the Lord their power. It says, for I will give them an heart and ears to hear. That's right. See that? Who have ears to hear, let them hear, man. Okay? Only the elect, okay? We're that's the only people, the elect are the ones that's gonna hear Yahweh Shema Shai. Those are the ones that's gonna wake up. Okay? It says but that was the point. Yeah, that was the point on that. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end it there. Yeah, so I pray that this was a edifying lesson, and pray Yahweh Shema shall receive all the honor, glory, and praise. Until the next time, shalom.